Quite live yet. There we go. We are live.
I'm gonna
So,
mute during the trailer so I don't like say anything or blurt out anything.
sounds good. So, like I was mentioning during the Mandalorian stream, I have not seen Ahsoka. I don't know anything about this. I'm going in completely blind, and and, and not
Ahsoka.
so Ahsoka. Nah.
It'll
honestly,
give you some time.
honestly, when I read the word, that is what the word looks like to me. That's really all it comes down to.
I get you. It looks Japanese, so.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Natso has seen it, so he's being quiet till I've actually seen it. So here I go.
Something's coming. Something dark.
Okay.
I sense it.
Okay. Something dark's always coming.
This is a new beginning. For some, war. For others, power.
And that was and that right there was R5. Oh, yeah, I believe that was R5 and Hera from Rebels. So okay.
Chopper.
It's been a while. Things have changed. I started hearing whispers.
So is this going to actually explain where she's been? That would be nice.
About Thrawn's return as heir to the Empire.
Heir to the motherfucking Empire. Yeah, Disney, get if you're not going if you're going to get rid of the expand universe, just pretend it doesn't exist like you claimed you were going to. Don't steal from it.
We have to prepare for the worst. The Jedi fell a long time ago. There aren't many left.
Yeah.
Perhaps it is time to begin again.
Okay. Honestly, even though I was being snarky during it, I don't really have a problem with much of what was in there other than the heir to the Empire line.
That's the moment that made me roll my eyes.
Yeah. Other than that, honestly, for once at least, Disney is putting out a trailer that actually looks like they're putting the good parts in. They're not putting stuff into their trailer that's making me go, why?
No. This trailer was very well done. That's why I didn't have my complaints. I watched it like 3 times.
Yeah,
just to try and absorb the stuff that's in it.
So this time, their best foot forward actually does look like a good foot. So I'm going to say I am at least minorly interested.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, it's something that I'm more than willing to give a shot, as long as they're not going to be going down the road of, oh my god, if you haven't seen Rebels, then you're not going to be able to understand what's going on. As long as they don't do that.
Maybe, because this ties into Rebels and Clone Wars. Like, for example, that droid.
I know. Well, that's my point.
That droid is a Clone Wars droid.
That was kind of my point, because I was noticing the characters from Rebels, so that's why I was making that comment.
But yeah, a lot of this does kind of hinge, because actually there's a scene in there if you scroll back to one of the ships by the tower.
Yeah, but the point here is that you can actually write a show in such a way that you can actually give backstory. So it's better if you've seen the rest of it, but you're not lost if you haven't.
They might get. I'm hoping that they'll give some level of backstory for
And
people who are still kind of new to this.
And that's kind of what I'm saying, because frankly, with the way that some people just automatically judge cartoons, they should recognize that there will be people who are willing to watch willing to watch the live stuff that aren't that just won't have watched the animated, and they need to plan for that. Mind you,
Well,
that's not my.
they kind of did with some of the stuff, like what am I thinking of here? Because I think they did that with Obi-Wan Kenobi,
A little
and I
bit.
think they also did that with the Mandalorian.
Yeah, but here's the thing: they gave nothing about Bo-Katan, really. They just put her in, and everybody who'd watched the show, all were fanboying and fangirling over it, and those of us who didn't were just like, "And who's she?"
Yeah, I get it. I'm hoping this
and
series will be different. That
yeah,
it won't be like the Mandalorian,
and
where
that's how they handled it, and that's what I'm hoping that they don't do. I'm hoping that they handle it better than they did in Mandalorian.
Yeah, I get that. But for this, it feels more like a reward for people who watch the cartoons. Because again, I'm watching it and I understand completely everything that's going on there, to a degree.
Yeah.
Like, for example, those two people, if you look closely at their lightsabers, I'm pretty sure those are leftover Inquisitors.
That's actually kind of what I was assuming.
And there's a scene with like a ship and someone's looking via a tower.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's before this clip. You'll know it when you see it. There's like a ship going past a tower.
Right here.
Been a while?
No, it's a little earlier than this. At least I thought it was a little earlier. It was close to there. I know that.
Because I'm only going 5 seconds at a time.
Okay, so it's probably within that.
For some, for others,
Like right around here.
for others.
Yeah, that one right there. That clip right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's actually a clip from the finale of Rebels. They spliced it in.
Okay. And there's nothing wrong with there being Easter eggs from that. I'm just saying that I hope that they are aware enough to make it so that the story can be followed and that and all that.
Hopefully, yes. I'm actually hoping that this story will be a bit more welcoming to newcomers.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm not immediately turned off by this. This looks interesting.
I'd honestly love a retelling, even if it's like a quick little live action of like the finale of Rebels, so you understand like who Ezra is and where he went.
Yep.
And again, I'm not talking like cartoon fans will already know, so they'll be like, "Oh, we're getting a live action version of this scene." But like if the series punishes you for not watching a cartoon, then that's kind of the fault of the series and the writers for not thinking of that.
Mm-hmm. That's actually kind of what I was trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But yeah, this series actually kind of has your interest a little.
Yeah, it kind of does. And give me a sec. I've got another clip of something else that I'm going to take a look at.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Have you seen Ant-Man? Not the current Ant-Man, just like the original Ant-Man.
The '98 version.
What was it? Damn, was it that old?
The original the Batman with Michael Keaton.
No, Ant-Man. Ant-Man.
Oh,
A-N-T.
Ant-Man. Oh yeah, I've seen the original Ant-Man.
Okay. So, let's see. Ant-Man recap guy. There he is. So there's the guy in Ant-Man that always does the recaps, not which they didn't have in Quantumania, which is nah. But like,
Yeah.
It's got to be airtight.
here we go.
I was at a wine tasting with my cousin Ernesto.
What do you
Mainly
mean?
reds, and you know I don't love reds, man. You know, but there was a rosé that saved the day. It was delightful.
We need this guy.
And he tells me about this girl Emily that we used to kick it with. It was actually the first pair of boobs that I ever touched.
It's wrong.
It's the wrong details.
No, I get it. You're talking about a guy that explains things, and the exposition has to feel natural. It can't feel forced.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, well, what I'm thinking is, again, they pretty much retell the finale of Rebels, so you know where Ezra is, and what happened with Kanan and all that. And there's way you can sprinkle those details throughout the show.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. And I'm not saying it needs to be done like this. I'm just saying that this is one of the ways that you get recaps that I just love with that recap guide. He's just it's just it's one of the things that made Ant-Man and Ant-Man 2 great for me. And him not being in Quantumania made me a little sad.
It kind of hurt it for you. I get it.
Yeah, because he's not Ant-Man, but he is iconic for Ant-Man in the MCU at least for me, because
he kind of had an exposition in the second film too.
Yeah, I said Ant-Man 1 and 2. It's Quantumania that he wasn't in. Because he actually reminded us about what happened in the original Ant-Man, if I remember correctly. he actually told the story.
He did, but he also he had like that moment in the car where he was like, "Oh, this happened. Oh, and my cousin did this." And
oh, exactly. But I mean, he literally did the recap thing that I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, I get you. But yeah, I do agree. You really need like character that can explain things via exposition without it feeling forced or unnatural to the story.
And to do that, you need a good writer.
Does Filoni have those on staff?
I don't know. That's the problem. So yeah. Overall, I'd say I'm overall positive on this. So that's cool.
So you're curious about it. That's good.
Mm-hmm. I'm not one of these people who looks at Star Wars and goes, "Star Wars is dead to me." Every once in a while, I'm to the point where I have a bit of apathy, but it's not it's not the kind that makes me angry at things. I just don't pay attention, and then hey, Mandalorian's playing. Oh, what the hell? Let's see let's take a look. But I'm not. I'm at the point where I'm not paying any attention to the upcoming stuff. I mean, if you guys hadn't mentioned that there was the Ahsoka trailer out, then I probably would never have realized that's where I am at with Star Wars. I'm just when something comes out, I'm like, oh, okay.
You're like, this looks interesting. Hopefully, I won't have to learn 50,000 shows of exposition just to understand what's going on.
Yeah, and hopefully it's good, but I'm skeptical, but I don't go into any of these except Kenobi, but that's because they showed me in their upcoming footage that it was going to be bad. They actually told me in their trailers that it was going to be bad. That's why I went into it.
I remember. I remember you were talking about the Kenobi trailer reaction and like everything they said. Oh, this is going to be their best footage, and you're like, this all looks terrible.
Yeah, and actually, since we're on that, I actually made a video a bit before Kenobi came out, but explaining where I was with it, and it was basically my path towards Kenobi. Where I was trying to explain to people that no, I'm not just being about this. This has been my journey, and it's just like 2.5 minutes.
You're cynical for a reason.
Yeah, it's like 2.5 minutes, but also since it is my video, that means that I am not going to get dinged for this because it's mine. Damn it. So yeah.
And you were pretty careful with your reaction here too. So
Mm-hmm. As far as trailers go, I don't worry too much about it. I was actually pausing it just because I wanted to make a comment. I wasn't pausing it for stuff like for copyright, because typically, yeah, I know that some companies occasionally go insane, but it's typically when their trailer is being downvoted to hell or something like that, and then they start saying, "No, we don't want you watching. We don't want you streaming that." If that's not happening, I'm pretty sure that most of them see it as free publicity, because they're not looking to get money on the trailer. They're looking to get eyes on the trailer. So
get hype and everything. Yeah, no. As far as as far as trailers go, I do think that this teaser was better than the one we got at Celebration, but that one was like they were still filming the show. So
yeah, and to be completely honest, when one of these shows does have one of those highly disliked trailers, that's the point that I still notice these, because then I see people talking about the dislikes, and I'm like, what's going on?
Well, as far as I'm aware, most people didn't dislike the Kenobi trailer.
Yeah, which is why
it definitely got people hyped for it, and the fact that you noticed all these problems right away pretty much just says you're like, yeah, none of this looks good. I'm not interested. No, thank you.
And I had people bitching at me about that.
And then you actually watched the show, and you and everybody else found out that it was the safest show Disney had ever published. So
yeah. So yeah, this is a 2-minute and 20 seconds. My journey to Kenobi thus far. And when exactly did I make this?
It should have. It should have the date stamped on there when you.
Oh, there we go. It was 11 months ago. So yeah, it was definitely before Kenobi came out.
Yeah,
I think it was coming out with it in like 2 or 3 weeks after I made this.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hi there, NetCat here. So, a lot of people kind of expect me to be fair and unbiased when watching Star Wars stuff, because I do tend to try to give things a chance. However, with Kenobi, it's a little different. You see, when I was first learning about Kenobi, for one reason or another, I just felt apathy for it. I just didn't care. And I just kept on forgetting that it existed until someone would bring it up to me. Then, as I kept on hearing more and more about what they were planning to do with it, I just got more and more annoyed. I was like, wait, Kenobi is going to be fighting with Vader again? What's up with that? Then I was like, okay, Kenobi is going to be planet hopping. Wait, I thought that he was supposed to be sticking around to basically bodyguard Luke. Okay. Now we find out that the Inquisitors actually are able to find where he is, so he's no longer hidden from them. And that should mean that Kenobi is now a liability to Luke rather than a protector, because he will be drawing a nice big whole arrow just pointing at Tatooine as a place to look for him, and then Luke could be found. So, yeah, I'm not exactly unbiased here, and I don't really see why I should be. Yeah, I'm a human after all, or a cat, and as far as I'm concerned, that means that I have a bias. At least I'm open about my bias. So, yeah, take it for what it's worth. I'm intending to cover every episode of this show, and if it ends up being good and not breaking canon, I will admit that, and I will eat crow. And I hope that people may be willing to come and check out my thoughts and tell me if I'm right or wrong, and give me reasons. So yeah, have a good day, everybody. Goodbye.
So yeah, that was me before watching Kenobi.
I don't even remember having us discussions about Kenobi. That's how little I remembered the show. Like it has like a few memorable moments, but
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that I had Foot Clan on with me for a decent amount of them.
yeah, I think some of them I couldn't show up because when you broadcasted them, I was like at work or something.
Yeah.
But I do remember you had Foot Clan, and I think you had someone else on. I can't remember who though. I think you had Nathan Stein. I could be wrong, but I think you had Nathan Stein.
No, I've never actually talked to Nathan Stein.
You've never talked to him?
Nope, not that I recall. Not on my
Oh,
channel.
you got to talk to him at some point. He is like the most unoptimistic, cynical guy ever.
I think I may have heard him on that space right before the stream, but that's about it.
You definitely saw him in the comments. He was brutally honest there as well.
Oh yeah, when I say talk, I mean like verbally.
Oh no, you probably haven't really had like a conversation with him.
But yeah, I was paying attention to him in the comments. If you notice, I was clicking on him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that'll pretty much cover it. But I figured that just kind of showing my road towards Kenobi might also clarify things for people about a lot of this stuff, because it's like why should I be unbiased? Isn't it better for me to just put to actually say what my bias is instead of hiding it?
Yeah, at least you're honest about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I figured that's better. So yeah, people going, you're not, you're biased. And it's kind of like, yeah,
I've got good reason to be.
Yeah, and I think everybody's biased to a degree. But let's admit what our biases are.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to end this, and then I'm going to just play some games because I've got a new PS5 controller to give a try to.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's what was causing the problems with my with me not being able to hear you guys at first on the stream, because my computer
earlier when you
convinced that
us.
Well, I wasn't muting you guys. I was
actually. I know, it was the controller.
Yeah, because apparently it was coming out of the controller, but since my headset that I use is actually one of those nice big gamer headsets that have the noise canceling in it, so I'm sure that you guys' voice was coming out of that controller, but I couldn't hear
it. Probably could have heard us through the controller.
Yeah, if I didn't
little tiny squeaky voices in the controller with no speaker.
Yeah, well, no, the controller actually does have a speaker, is the thing.
Okay,
but with my nice gamer headset on, there was no way in hell I was going to hear
it. Yeah, it would have come off as like background noise or something.
Yeah, and basically, I don't hear when I have this thing on. I don't hear that much outside of it, unless I adjust another little knob on it that will actually pump some of the sound from my mic back into the headset. So I should do a way that I can get situational awareness, but I don't typically use it all that much.
Yeah,
it's a nice headset.
All right, Net. We'll talk later, man.
Yep. Have a good night. See ya.